I don't usually believe in anything supernatural. Ghost stories, fun to listen to. Haunted house rumors, great for a laugh. But I've always chalked those things up to overactive imaginations and boredom. That was before I started seeing things in the mirror. Not while I was awake, only when I was asleep. Or at least, when I thought I was asleep. It started a little over a month ago when I moved into a new place. I'd been subletting a small one-bedroom apartment from a guy who left town for work. The place was cozy, a little old, and had this giant antique mirror bolted to the wall in the bedroom. Kind of ornate. Too fancy for the rest of the place, honestly. I thought it was weird, but also kind of cool, like it had some history. The first time it happened, I chalked it up to a vivid dream. I woke up in my bed, everything around me looking completely normal, except when I glanced at the mirror. I was still lying there, but my reflection wasn't mimicking me. It was sitting up, watching me. I couldn't move, not out of fear at first, but because I literally couldn't. Sleep paralysis, maybe, but my reflection kept moving on its own. It stood up, walked out of frame, and then I heard footsteps behind me, like someone was walking in the room. I forced myself awake, heart racing, drenched in sweat, that kind of full-body panic you feel after a nightmare that's just a little too real. I told myself it was stress. I work long hours. I drink too much caffeine. No big deal, just a dream. But it happened again the next night. Same setup. I wake up, see the mirror, and my reflection starts moving again. Only this time, it doesn't leave the mirror. It just stares at me. Same face, same clothes. But the eyes are wrong. Wide, unblinking, like it's studying me. I tried sleeping on the couch after that, but I'd still find myself back in that dream, in that room, with that mirror. Every single time. One night, I covered the mirror before bed with an old blanket. Tried to break the pattern. Didn't matter. In the dream, the blanket was gone. Mirror was right there like always, and so was the reflection. But now it wasn't just watching. It was mimicking me. Almost. Off by just a second, like it was lagging behind real time. And smiling. The worst part? I never saw it smile with my own face. I only saw it smile when I wasn't. And here's where it gets weirder. I started noticing things around the apartment. Tiny things at first. My toothbrush would be wet even when I hadn't used it. The fridge would be open a crack when I woke up. My shoes would be out of place. But I live alone. One night I put my phone on the charger and left the voice recorder running, just to see. I didn't listen to it until the next morning. Most of it was just white noise. But around 3:41 a.m., you can hear my bed creak, and then footsteps, clear as day, slow, heavy, walking around the room. There's no way to explain that away. I didn't sleep at all the night after that. I just sat on the edge of the bed watching the mirror, daring something to happen while I was awake. Nothing did. But the moment I dozed off, I was back in the dream. This time, my reflection was right up against the glass, its hand pressed flat against the surface, like it wanted out. I think it's trying to replace me. After that night, I couldn't keep it to myself anymore. I told my friend Mark about what was happening. He laughed at first, thought I was joking, until he saw the bags under my eyes and realized I was serious. He offered to crash at my place for a few nights to help me sleep. Safety in numbers, right? That first night, we both stayed in the bedroom. I took the bed. He brought a sleeping bag and laid out on the floor by the door. Before falling asleep, I made him promise to wake me up if I started talking in my sleep or acting weird. I also left the overhead light on, just in case. And for a while, everything seemed normal. But at some point in the night, I woke up again. Same dream sequence, same bedroom, same mirror. Only this time, the reflection was gone. I sat up, scanning the glass. Nothing. No one in the bed. No one in the room. I turned around, expecting to see Mark sleeping, but the floor was empty. Then the mirror flickered, just for a split second, and there it was. Not my reflection, not even a person, just this tall, pale silhouette standing where I should have been. Eyes like pinholes, grinning from ear to ear. It raised its hand slowly and tapped once on the inside of the mirror. The sound echoed like a knock on a hollow door. I jolted awake, gasping. The bedroom light was off. Mark was sitting up across the room, staring at the mirror. "What happened?" I asked. He looked at me, pale as a ghost. "You were standing in front of it," he said. "Just standing there for like 10 minutes, not moving. I thought you were sleepwalking." I wasn't. I hadn't left the bed. I begged him to tell me he was messing with me. He swore he wasn't. He even showed me a video. He started recording when he got creeped out. The footage showed me standing in front of the mirror, motionless, head tilted at a weird angle. My eyes were open, except I don't remember any of that. After that night, I left the apartment and stayed at my sister's for a while. I couldn't risk it anymore. But here's the thing. Every time I fall asleep now, even at her place, the mirror is there. In my dreams, always the same one, same frame, same warped glass. I've tried destroying it. I've gone back to the apartment, tried taking it off the wall, but it's bolted in from the inside. Literally inside the wall. The maintenance guy said it's been there since before the last tenant. Might have been part of the original building. I don't think I'm dreaming anymore when I see it. A couple of nights ago, I had the dream again. Only this time, the reflection looked just like me. Perfectly. No off expressions, no delay. It smiled, waved, and then whispered something I'll never forget. Almost done. When I woke up, I found muddy footprints in my hallway. They led from the front door all the way to the mirror. But I don't own boots, and my front door was still locked from the inside.